Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So, y'all, here we go with Blueface. Y'all, him and Chrisean Rock kind of hot in the presses and the media for the past few days because I just posted something about her a couple of days ago. So, while I'm out here today looking around, I just came across this about Blueface. So, comes to find out he was sentenced to 4 years in prison. So what this says, y'all, Blueface's dad said son was sentenced to 4 years in prison in emotional video. Stay strong, son. California rapper Blueface has been sentenced to 4 years in prison. The sentencing comes after the rapper violated his probation in connection with assault charges he received in 2021 after an altercation with a security guard. His father was the first to break the news, posting an Instagram story where he's screaming in his car on his way back from the hearing. Okay, so I guess we'll play this video, y'all.
Good afternoon, y'all. Y'all can probably tell the results by the way I look. I gave him 4 years. Station. Morning, y'all. Top of the AM. Headed out to my son's sentencing hearing today. I'm hoping and praying that the judge gives him or shows him some mercy and some leniency and free him today.
Well, I can go ahead and stop this now because we know right now that the judge did not, he didn't get what he was wishing for. They gave that man 4 years. So anyway, y'all, let me get back to the article. So it says WAC 100 also confirmed the sentencing and says that he believes that Blueface will be home much sooner, projecting he will be back in less than a year. Chrisean Rock, Blueface's ex-girlfriend, also recently landed herself in jail for drug charges. Can you please get my grandson's parents out of jail? Carlissa Sappho, Blueface's mom, asked on her Instagram story earlier this year. I mean, they keep doing stuff to go to jail though. That's what I'm saying. Like, you talking about, can you get your grandson's parents out of jail? They gotta stop doing shit to keep going to jail. I mean, not to keep going to jail, but gotta stop doing stuff that's going to put them in jail. Because now, just like I said with Chrisean Rock the other day, now your son, both of his parents are locked up. They just gave his father 4 years and she's looking at 8. So I can see neither one of them really having too much of a relationship with their son because they're gonna be out of his life for most of his childhood. They're gonna be out of his life now. If they give Krishan if they give her the 8 years, Blueface will be home before her. So maybe just like I said with her, with the video that I made with her the other day, maybe they need to go ahead and give her that time because she needs to something needs to happen where she needs to sit down somewhere and think about how she wants to how she wants to go about with the rest of her life now that she has a son. So the same thing for Blueface. Now that you had those 4 years, you have to sit down for those 4 years. Maybe you'll come out and be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he will come out and be the father that he needs to be to his son and to his other two kids. I believe either other I think he has two kids with what's the other baby mother name? I don't keep up with these people, y'all, so I don't know. But anyway, I think that he has two kids with her. But just sit down, do this time, do that 4 years, sit down and work on being a better person, being a better person for yourself and being a better person for the people around you because he's toxic. Chrisean Rock is toxic. From what I see from Blueface's parents, both of them are toxic. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I guess it's just something that, I mean, I'm not going to wait and see. I mean, I'm not going to wait and see when their names surface or the story pop back around and I see what's popping off them, but I'm not going to be going back and forth checking to see what's what and all of that. But hopefully he will sit down these 4 years and think about some things. Like I said, I hope that he's a better person when he comes out. And maybe, like I said when I made the Chrisean Rock video, I really don't think they need to be together because both of them are toxic. They're toxic by themselves, and they're even more toxic when they're together. Like their whole relationship was based off of fighting and just a whole bunch of wild shit going on. Like I never, not once, can remember seeing anything about Chrisean Rock and Blueface that didn't involve them fighting each other or arguing with each other or fighting whoever else or whatever. Everything is just toxic with them. So they really don't need to be together. And I feel like as like that would be the best option for her son. Like if they can come home and be parents to their son, I think the best option that they will have is to not be together. Try to get that baby some type of normal life. But when we talk about normalcy, Chrisean Rock is not normal. If she's not with Blueface, it doesn't mean she's going to, she's not going to be out there doing what she do, because she was as abusive to him as he was to her, if not more abusive to him. So any type of relationship that she's in, maybe she needed, whenever she comes home, and if she's with her son, maybe she needs to just focus on herself and her son and not worry about being in a relationship with anybody, with Blueface or with anybody, because I think that regardless of whoever she's in a relationship with, she's still going to be toxic. She's still going to be trying to abuse that man or whoever she's with. You know what I'm saying? She's still going to be toxic. So I think that the best case for her is just to come home, come home and just work on yourself and work on her relationship with her son. Those are the only two things that matter right now, because Blueface shouldn't matter, or anybody else outside of her son shouldn't matter. So I guess y'all, just like I said, this is something that we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm assuming too in 4 years we're gonna been forgot about Blueface and Chrisean. Actually, for me, it doesn't take long for me at all to forget about them. If I don't hear about them for a couple of weeks, then they're just out of my mind and out of my memory and all of that until they start popping back up again. So that's just like this week. That's why I said at the beginning of this video, Chrisean Rock and Blueface kind of hot in the media this week, because I just made a video about her a couple of days ago. After not hearing anything or having anything to say about Chrisean Rock and Blueface for months. You know what I'm saying? And it felt good. It felt good. And I know that people, if y'all, y'all sit here and say, well, um, you don't have to follow them, which I don't, but they all over social media and they all on the blogs. So when I'm on scrolling around social media or when I'm on the blogs, then they do pop up. I don't go out and search for them, but it feels good to be able to scroll through my timeline and not have to see Chrisean Rock and Blueface with all of what they have going on every other day. So if we can do the same thing for some of them other ones, I ain't even gonna say any names, but if we can do the same thing for some of them other celebrities that I don't want to see when I'm scrolling down my timeline, something can happen to them to uh, let me not say that. Let me not say that, because that's about to come out and not sound right at all. So let me just not say it at all. But yeah, y'all. So I don't. Just like I said, maybe this is something. I know Blueface dad, he crying and all of that and upset. I haven't seen Blueface mom. I haven't seen her reaction, because just like I said, y'all just came, like literally just came across this. I just came across this. So I figured since I came across it, let me go ahead and make a video about it, because he was sentenced to 4 years in prison. But like I was about to say, y'all, I think that this might be not as bad as, not as bad as what everybody is thinking. Yeah, he was sentenced to 4 years, But he need to take that 4 years and try to better himself. Just like I said, he had 4 years now to sit and think while he's in prison. He has 4 years to sit and think about all that idiotic shit and all that toxic and all of that he had going on and being viral and in the media and all of that. And it was about nothing good most of the time. So now he have 4 years to sit back and think about all of that. And then maybe like Whack 100 said, maybe he won't do the entire 4 years. But right now he's been sentenced to 4 years in prison. So he has a lot of time to sit back and think about what he wants to do to better himself. And then you have Chrisean Rock, and she probably sitting somewhere. I'm sure she didn't got the news by now, so they might have had to sedate her. She probably sitting in there crying and going off and doing all of that because Blueface had 4 years. When she obviously, if she's sitting in there crying about Blueface being sentenced to 4 years, then she's obviously not thinking about that 8 years that they trying to give her. So just like I said, y'all, once again, she focuses everything around this man, and and not her son. Which if that's what she did, then maybe she wouldn't be locked up right now. But at the end of the day, she still had that warrant out for her arrest anyway. So if they would have caught up with her, she was still going to end up going to jail anyway, regardless if they caught up with her coming into the court building for Blueface's hearing or whatever. She still had the warrant out for her arrest. So they still were going to catch up with her. But anywho, y'all, that's the end of this video. Like I said, I just saw this and just wanted to add my 2 cents to it. So I did that. And now I'm out. So thank y'all for watching.